So let's see guidance from Ramayana and Mahabharat. And today in this not reel, video from now onwards, there will be a little change that I will be also doing Bhagavad Gita guidance, Bhagavad Gita learning in this same video. Our first guidance from Ramayana, and the card is joy. Wow. Beautiful. Joy and auspicious blessings, calm within the storm. So, if you were going through a lot of issues and whatsoever it is, not very good phase, challenging phase, struggling phase, so now that calm is coming in your life after long. Songs of joy and divine blessings come. You reap the reward of good karma, the giving of great charity now in order. Embracing innocence brings joy and purity. Right rituals done now bring future good. Honor the divine child, joy blossoms. This omen brings the blessing of a child. Beautiful. Great happiness around the birth of Lord Ram and his brothers and their early childhood. So beautiful. So if you are someone who were wishing to have a child also, so in some cases I'm seeing yes, there will be, obviously you are becoming a mother and a father, and for some of them yes, if you are trying to conceive, you will become successful this time. There is a great possibility if you had done a lot of charity work and all everything, and that too selflessly, wholeheartedly, it will be rewarded. Even your good karmas are getting rewarded, will be getting rewarded soon. That's great. And songs of joy and divine blessings, so you are getting a lot of divine blessings and joy is coming in your life, so claim it. Embracing innocence brings joy and purity, and that's the right thing. If one is genuine, if one is innocent, obviously they will attract joy and purity in their life. They have no stress, no tension of manipulating people, of moving in that fake mask each and every time, isn't it? And at night at least you can have a peaceful sleep, that at least I'm genuine to myself and all others, right? Honor the divine child, joy blossoms. So whom say this is for them who are about to give birth. So there is a high chance, high possibility that the child that will come in your life is some sort of a divine child, and otherwise also we all are divine's children, right? So let's honor each other. On the other hand, a beautiful message. Let's see guidance from Mahabharat. Expertise and beautiful message. So guys, in life, whatever you wish to do, whatever you are doing, you wish to make, maybe you wish to make your career in some sort of field, or in whichever thing you are passionate about. First of all, this is what I would say. But this message says, don't just have that bookish knowledge, have little more practical knowledge of it. Expertise yourself, become an expert, and then move forward. It will help you a lot. It will really make you, you know more expert. This is what I would say. In fact, other than expert, I would say experienced. This is what has been said, because each and every time just a bookish knowledge is not that helpful. Fine, for that theory thing, for understanding thing is okay, but when we do some stuff practically in life, at that time when we implement it, at that time we understand that okay, this is the thing, this can be done, that can be done, right? So this is what has been said, that whatever you wish to do in life, whatever, wherever you are interested in life, whatever you wish to do for sake of earning, for passion, or whatsoever it is, basically I would say for sake of earning or so, then please look at it that you become expertise in that. Just don't have that bookish knowledge and or just few months course or something and all. Practice it after that. It will help you a lot. Now let's see guidance from uh, Bhagavad Gita, or learning from Bhagavad Gita, and let me clear this and we'll see. So let's see. learning from Bhagavad Gita for the day. And here's the card. Great soul. Such a beautiful picture of Lord Krishna, isn't it? So let's see. Now this, just a minute guys, okay. Now this shlok is from chapter 7, verse 19. Shlok in Sanskrit, translation in English, and here's the explanation. After innumerable births and deaths, those who are wise surrender unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that exists. Such great souls are very rare. So basically, Lord Krishna is conveying this message to all of us, that after experiencing, like, obviously, why do we take birth and why it happens? Lot of people, they have this question, why do we incarnate? So that there is a soul growth, so that our soul grows ahead and ahead. So when you reach up to a level, you become very spiritual. This is the thing. And at a point, there are some souls who have reached up to a level, they literally start surrendering each and everything to divine souls, to divine energies, basically, I would say, to divine energies or whomsoever they believe in. Here, Lord Krishna is saying basically this full Bhagavad Gita is based on a life of a soul, of a, well, we humans are just disguise. Uh, that's the thing. So once that soul, you know, after taking a lot of birth and after becoming that awakened one, when they start surrendering to divine energies, to Lord Krishna, they come to know that, like, each and every thing, like Visona, the whole and soul, is all Lord Krishna over here, because literally Bhagavad Gita that he has mentioned, like, in each and everything there is some or the other thing related to Lord Krishna. And the one who understands this after taking births, after realizing this, after going deep down into spirituality, such souls, such people, they surrender. You might have seen a lot of people being a lot Krishna bhakt, right? So they are among them, and these souls are very real. Well, that's quite true, that there are very few people who can surrender, who actually surrender to Lord Krishna. I have seen there are many devotees of Lord Krishna. That's absolutely true. That's right. But not everyone is that. Not everyone has reached up to that level that they can surrender each and everything. Fine, they will pray, they will cry in front of Lord Krishna or whatsoever. They will complain or whatsoever it is, but they don't have that surrendered thing into them, because they haven't reached up to that level. But someone, if you see some people who are like, they say no, everything, Kanha will look after it and all, everything they say, they are someone, there are very few people who absolutely say this. They are someone who have reached up to that level, they have realized it, each and everything, that creator and all, everything is Lord Krishna. So this is the shlok given over here. Like, whatever is happening is all because of him. Like, be it good thing, be it challenging phase, struggling phase, whatsoever it is. So this is what has been given over here. And it's a beautiful learning for today. It's a beautiful shlok. Obviously, the one who can accept it can slowly and gradually surrender themselves to Lord Krishna, or it's, I won't force, but yeah, whichever energy, whichever divine energy you believe in, surrender yourself wholeheartedly and just say thank you.